Welcome to Dan's On Fandoms. I'm Dan. Across the Star Wars galaxy, few beings are as feared as the bounty hunters that roam the stars, hunting and tracking their quarry, looking to score some credits. Many Star Wars fans are aware of the infamous Boba Fett, as well as some of the other bounty hunters that scour the galaxy, such as Bossk, Dengar, and even IG-88. But one bounty hunter in particular has been a part of the Star Wars mythos even longer than Boba Fett. That bounty hunter is, of course, Beilert Valance. But who exactly is Beilert Valance? What's his deal? And what do we know about him? In canon, my man Valance first appeared in Solo, a Star Wars story adaptation #1, which was released in October 2018. Valance has since gone on to appear in several other comic series, including Han Solo Imperial Cadet, Target Vader, the new series Star Wars Bounty Hunters, as well as Two Sides to Every Sortie, which was published in the comic Empire Ascendant #1. As mentioned earlier, Beilert Valance first joined the Star Wars mythos before the likes of Boba Fett was actually introduced to fans. Valance's first appearance in Legends was all the way back on July 25, 1978, in the comic Star Wars 16 The Hunter, nearly 4 months before Boba Fett would make his first appearance in the Star Wars Holiday Special, which aired on November 14, 1978. So my man has been around for quite some time. But what do we know about Valance in the current canon? For starters, Beilert Valance is a human male bounty hunter who was born on the mining planet of Chorin. Although his birth date is unknown, he was a young child during the Galactic Empire's rule over the galaxy. Prior to the Empire's reign, much of Chorin's populace was enslaved, including the Valance family. However, once the Empire took hold of the galaxy, Chorin was eventually liberated from the shackles of slavery by the Empire. Like his father and grandfather before him, Valance became a miner for a time, but soon joined the Empire as an Imperial cadet. He then found himself training as a cadet at Karita Academy, which was located on the planet Karita in the Colonies region of the galaxy, where he was assigned the operating number of 404913. While at Karita Academy, Valance trained with a myriad of other cadets, but most notably the rebellious scoundrel Han Solo. The two individuals would grow to harbor quite a disdain for one another, which resulted in several occasions of verbal and physical altercations between the two. As time went on, and as his training at Karita Academy came to an end, Valance was dispatched to several planets in conflicts across the galaxy, including the Outer Rim planet of Bossk, the Mid-Rim, as well as the expansion region planet of Mimban. He first started his Imperial military career as a pilot, but lost his flight privileges after being shot down on Bossk, resulting in him needing to replace his eye and leg with cybernetics. Valance then carried on as a grunt, fighting on the front lines of Imperial conflicts. While fighting on Mimban, Valance was severely injured, resulting in the Empire having to give him cybernetic arms and legs, as well as having the left side of his face cybernetically enhanced. Valance was then discharged and returned to his homeworld of Chorin, where he discovered his home in ruins and a graveyard of miners beside it. He would go on to learn that the Empire had stripped everything they could from the mines of the planet and left the people of Chorin defenseless to raiders. With his home planet decimated, he decided to try his hand at a new profession: bounty hunting. Valance would go on to become an exceptional bounty hunter, one who often preferred to work alone, and became feared across the galaxy. On the occasion he did work with others, Valance would hunt alongside the likes of famed bounty hunters Boba Fett, Bossk, and Dengar, and was even hired by the mysterious criminal syndicate, the Hidden Hand, to hunt down and kill the powerful Sith Lord Darth Vader. Yeah, my man is no joke, and he's one of those characters in the Star Wars galaxy that is a total badass. As time went on, Valance would go on to upgrade his cybernetics, and his cybernetics included some wild augments and upgrades. To name a few, he had a cybernetic eye capable of seeing in infrared, night vision, ultravision, and magnetic vision, and his eye also acted as a recorder and holo projector. He had a built-in respirator that allowed him to withstand up to 10 minutes in the vacuum of space. He also had hidden compartments in his arms and legs, which allowed him to house and hide weapons such as vibroblades, grappling hooks, and concussion disc launchers. And, most notably, my man had a palm blaster, which was also known as a hand cannon. Lastly, in 3ABY, Valance had a droid named 94L that would assist him in acquiring bounties and monitoring his progress in completing them. And that's everything we know about Beilert Valance in the current canon. Yo, if cybernetics were a real thing, let me get a cybernetic eye like my boy Valance. That'd be baller as hell. If you haven't read Target Vader and Star Wars Bounty Hunters, those are two comics that are a ton of fun to read, and I'd highly recommend checking them out. But were you aware of Beilert Valance and his backstory? And if you could have a cybernetic from the Star Wars universe, what would it be? Let us know down in the comments. Want more Star Wars content? Check out some of our other videos. Please like and subscribe, and stay nerdy.